So we're about midway through January, and I'm just going to take you through the plot and show you what's going on. This is a blackberry bush, and we have recently done a lot of improvements on the plot. If you can see, all the beds have been mulched, and this has been done with fresh wood chip with the leaves intact from a pine tree. It smells absolutely beautiful. It's like Christmas all over again. That's a little daffodil poking through the soil just there. We've got quite a few around the allotment, and those are all my apple trees there. Well, some of my apple trees. So this year my main goal is to grow loads of perennial vegetables that will be cut and come back year after year. I'm also going to be growing potatoes just where I'm showing you now. Last year that was a path and we just did not have enough space to grow all the vegetables that we'd like to, but as we go we're learning more and things being more successful, and so it's really enjoyable. The bed I just showed you is an asparagus bed, and I'm hoping to grow some dill with that next year. This is the beautiful globe artichoke. We have 3 of these on our plot, but these are the ones that grew fantastically for their first year. And we also have lots of perpetual spinach growing randomly. This one has just been moved, so she's looking a little bit worse for wear. And we have some echinops, which are the most beautiful, vibrant purple flowers that are, of course, perennials. Fruit trees are all perennials, so we have lots of those. This is a fig tree. It's planted in a root bag, so it doesn't grow too big. And this is the other corner of my allotment. Again, we have apple trees, and that separates off the different segments. Here we have a chestnut tree, and just on its left, I'm about to show you, is a calendula patch. There's lots of calendula flowers over in that bed actually. Our little rosemary bush, just about 1 year old now. It smells absolutely beautiful. It's just crazy, the different textures of plants and how they're formed. That's me smelling it right now. Beautiful. This is lavender. It's not your typical breed of lavender. I think it might be called lavendula, but it smells just as beautiful. And this is sage. I just cut this back massively yesterday, and I'm drying a huge rack of it now, so I will insert a photo here. Here she is, just hanging upside down in my kitchen, drying out. And next, this is marjoram. This was planted just a couple of weeks ago, and it's really little, and I honestly thought it wasn't going to survive because I didn't harden it off. I just didn't think. I just planted it out with excitement. This is another little lavender bush, and this little box raised bed is my herb garden. And in front we have my sorrel bed, and there's some leeks left over from last year there as well. We did get some sorrels this year, but we'll definitely get a much better harvest next year. And guys, when I say next year, I mean 2021, which is actually this year. I mean next growing year. So my leeks didn't do that well this year. They're a bit slim still, but I'm still eating them and they're still delicious. And yeah. This is Swiss chard and more perpetual spinach in this bed. It was its first year last year, and it just keeps growing. We've got so much, it's just crazy. And I'm just showing you here how deep the mulch is before it gets to the soil now. Bearing in mind this has been a path for about a year, so the soil is quite compacted. Next up is our raspberry canes. We have loads of these. They just keep growing, and now they're forming one long line along the allotment. Our little rhubarbs that are starting to blossom already, like a little lettuce didn't film this very well. I filmed it the wrong way around, so I hope you can still see what I'm up to. This is lemon balm, and these are just little seeds. So many seeds actually. I'm surprised it's not all over my garden at this point, or my neighbours at least. And along here I have 2 gooseberry bushes and 2 currant bushes, one red and one black. And those are trimmings from my apple trees that need to be organised, but I'm getting there. And just down here is where I planted the extra spinach plants I had that didn't fit in the bed anymore, but I have a couple of friends who actually want some, so they may not live there for too long. A little plum tree, 2 years old now, and the other artichoke that's not doing so well. I'm going to pop in a before photo of what the plot looked like. So I'm just going to take you through the back end of my allotment now. A little bit messy. It's probably the area that needs the most work. In the greenhouse we have plants for the bees. They're all bulbs and perennial, and we also have some garlic and some onion growing in there, and I hope to have a beehive in there soon. This is our little Christmas tree that is in a pot because we're going to use it again next year and the year after until it's too big for our house. And this is a little ostrich fern. Just planted her in so you can see some little bits of green coming through there. And these are our grape trees that one day will cover the entire greenhouse. Just put some twine up today for some support. And I can't remember what these are. There's some sort of conifer looking thing for a hedging plant to give us some privacy. These are beetroots from last year which I haven't taken out, and a lovely rhubarb again at the back of our allotment. So yeah, that's pretty much everything at the back here. That's my shed which has some junk in, another compost heap, chestnut tree, cherry tree there. Still need to do some pruning for this year, and our polytunnel which we've just got, which is currently empty.